Kimpson, for what purpose do you rise?
Matter of interest.
You're recognized on a point of personal interest. Please give the senator your attention. Please give the senator your attention.
Thank you, Mr. President. I want to echo the comments that we've heard today about.
Senator from Spartanburg, Senator Martin, for what purpose do you rise?
Can we get some order for the senator from Charleston, please?
Please
Thank
get
you.
some order.
Thank you, Senator from Spartanburg.
Please give the senator from
Just
Charleston your
want
attention.
to echo the comments we've heard about us getting to the end of session. We're getting to the end of session, and people are reaching into their bags and pulling out tricks and gimmicks. And what we have to do is be careful. I know we're ready to go home. I'm ready to go home. But we got to be careful that we take some time to deliberate on these bills. Now, there was a bill put on the floor a minute ago, a motion to debate a bill regarding preemption. I want us to be cognizant that by passing preemption bills, we are doing away with local government. Let's see here. We started out with minimum wage. I just got to the Senate, 2014, and passed a preemption bill masquerading as something else to take away the ability of city and local government to negotiate higher wages. Despite the city giving money for a company to move to its territory that can't negotiate. Then they move to the issue of sick pay. So folks at the local level who want to negotiate in good faith with the companies moving to their jurisdiction for sick pay, meaning when people get sick, we want to talk about benefits. Local government doesn't have that ability. They got to come to the State House. And the list goes on and on. Plastic bags. I like paper straws. And you know what? The people in Charleston appreciate the environment. So why are we in Columbia thinking we know what's best for the locale? There are a lot of folks that disagree. So I appreciate the political and procedural maneuver, but we got to spend some time, if that bill ever makes it, debating the merits of the bill. And I'm okay to debate the merits of the bill, but we can't do that with 2 days left in session. And so I appreciate this body seeing the wisdom of saving that debate for later. But then we get a loaded gun. We got a loaded gun on the Senate floor. Gun mania done swept South Carolina. We got a motion to pull out a bill that's been the subject of great controversy, particularly in light of what just happened yesterday. I just pulled up Google, and I looked at just how many school shootings there were this year alone. And we're not done with May yet. There were 10 school shootings that I was able to count, maybe more, that occurred in this country since January 1st. Shooting on yesterday near Littleton, Colorado. Killed one student, students cowering when they ought to be in the classroom. They cowering and gunfire. Military artillery in our high schools and elementary schools and middle schools. So I am just shocked. It shocks the conscience that we gonna poll out no subcommittee, no testimony. We gonna pull out a loaded gun on the Senate floor. Open carry. So it's on the floor. It's on the floor, but I understand that it's been objected to. So in the absence of some procedural mechanism, and I know we got some bright senators. We used to have one bright. I believe his name was Lee Not So Bright, from the same area that the senator who polled the 139 out is from, Spartanburg. So the senator from Spartanburg is smart, and he is trying to calculate how to maneuver that thing. But I would ask this body to just pause and read the headlines from across the country. In the school shooting yesterday, the officer shot a student because he thought the student was carrying a gun. Now, I don't know whether the student was carrying a gun, but I believe it was the Senator Collin who told me, well, let's pass open carry. And let's see how much shooting we got after a Carolina-Kimpson game. Because everybody going to be carrying their gun. Because under state law, you'd be allowed to carry your gun anywhere. And so we're going to have guns a-blazing on Main Street, but yet we're going to have security at the front of the Capitol. Now, that bill is objected to, and I had to say that because I'm going to be getting some calls. Kimpson, that would be me. How you let open carry on the floor? I didn't know he was going to poll it out. But I'm thankful for the Senator Richland objecting to the bill. So I just had to explain that. Now, briefly, because I know we about ready and my time is up.
It is.
My time is up.
That would be me.
But I'm going to tell you, can I, unanimous consent for 2 minutes? 2 minutes, and I'm taking my seat. Unanimous consent for 2 minutes.
Is there objection? Hearing none, so ordered.
I have written, I'm concerned about this state's water quality. I've been reading Sammy Fretwell, I believe that's how he pronounces his name. I've been reading his editorials. And I would encourage every member of this body to read the state newspapers, editorials, and in-depth reporting of the water quality in our rural areas. And in that regard, it was incumbent upon me as a member of the Senate Medical Affairs Committee who oversees DHEC to write Director Toomey a letter. I wrote Director Toomey a letter to inquire about the water quality in areas like Bamberg and Barnwell, where folks are complaining about the water, and rightfully so. And so what you should have, many members on the medical affairs community, is a letter from me and a response to Dr. Rector Toomey's credit, a timely response to me with some charts. And I would ask that this summer, when you get some time, to read that information, because I believe that instead of discussing tobacco or vaping and open carry, we ought to be talking about the water quality in this state so that our children can be safe and have a quality life. Thank you, Mr. President.